After the interception, here's Stafford. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Stafford on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So second down. Still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Stafford. On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Chandler Jones. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge step.
And oh, that is going to be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. This is taken at the 10. is the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. This give is to McCoy. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He got 29 yards that time. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. A beautiful spin and room to run. Touchdown, Detroit. LaShawn McCoy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Here's Rosen to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That's it, baby. That's it.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Tavecchio puts this one through, and they get rid of the goose egg, but still trailing by 8. It's 11-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here come the Lions now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A give to McCoy. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Third and long, it's Stafford. Steps away to his left. Looking deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Julio Jones, 79 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
But just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rosen. David Johnson here on the catch. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And right side caught Hogan. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Rosen. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. We have hit halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. I mean, their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. After the run, now Stafford going to throw. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the ball, on the ball.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Timmy Jernigan able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Set. 180. Hey, I need one. Here we go.
Now McCoy. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Robert Kimdichie able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play action. Stafford. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second down, here's Rosa. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's Rosen. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Devon Kennard in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's Tate. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Stafford on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Looking deep for Julio. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Being chased out left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. To the air again, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They begin the drive with Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go to Johnson again. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by any...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. He's at the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Breaks through the contact. Amendola catching it left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 2nd down, Rosen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Marquette King now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Tate. Dancing away at the 35. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run it with McCoy. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
4 down. 4 down. Set. 280. Hey, I need one.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Detroit, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.